This has been a morning. Sorry I'm so late, but I just now got a parking space up here because look at this guy over here. Oh, that's right, you can't see him. He got into his car 5 minutes ago after he walked out. As he was walking out, he remote starts his car and then proceeds to sit there for another 5-10 minutes. And I'm like, I don't know about you, but when I leave work, and no, he didn't wait on anybody. It just seems to me like people are gatekeeping parking spots again. And I'm like, you've got to be kidding me. See, I dared show up in a foreign car. And I'm like, well, that's my choice. I drove certain types of cars all the way up till 2007. And then I decided to, freelance a little. And I've been that way ever since. But what really pissed me off this morning was I'm coming up the road. There's somebody, they weren't even doing the speed limit, so I had another lane, so I went to pass them. And then as I'm coming around them, they gunned their engine. And then I figured, and then when they saw my brake, they slowed down. They were going to try to force me off the road because I tried to pass them. So I gunned the motor. And then they tried to race me, which in itself was a foolhardy act. And like I said, I don't like doing that stuff, especially when I looked down and saw what my speedometer said. Because I'm sitting here thinking, wow, if I got pulled over right now, I'd probably go to jail. And why? Because some dink decided to, play road rage with me. And all I did was I tried to go around them because they weren't even doing 40 miles an hour in a 45 zone. So yeah, it's been a scary Friday. And guess where they came? Here where I work. And I know sooner or later someone's going to do something stupid. Because I've had dumb stuff like this happen before on the way to work. And, I don't approach them. They usually come up to me and give me a smart ass remark, and then I blow them off. Because one day I was going to turn into a plant. I'm in a left turn lane. The guy behind me went ahead and turned, and it's like, okay, it was snowing. Visibility was about 10 yards. There were cars coming, and the road was icy. I decided to wait for the one car to come and pass me before I turned. He went and turned anyway. And sure enough, if I had turned just a minute sooner, we'd have hit each other right there in the middle of the road. I go in, I park. Next thing you know, this guy is walking up to me. Oh, give me attitude like I did something wrong. I just looked right at him and I go, see this? They're like, yeah. I said, that's the look on my face when one of these days you pull that on somebody else and you either get T-boned or you go into that ditch. And I get to watch them pull you out. I'm not kidding. People are morons. I try to be positive. I really do. That's why I'm running so late, because I love it. This car over here, I was waiting on him to leave. And he sat there another 5-10 minutes. I'm like, when I get out of work, and it's a Friday, I'm not hanging around. Yeah, he got in the car, he remote started it, then he turned his lights off and sat there. Oh, well, that's all what I'm talking about. Dot and Bubble, oh boy. Kids, I have now seen the preview clips and stuff for Dot and Bubble. I am not enthused. People accuse Chibnall of, doing such and such to the show. And, well, he did this, he did that, yada, yada, bang, bang. From what I'm seeing, this is obviously a take on, certain things in modern society. It almost looks like TikTok and things along that line. And hang on a second, just to be a dick. I'm going to take that guy's space, even though I don't need it at this point. Why? Because why are you, I've seen this kind of thing happen before here at work. Because for a while there, it was damn nigh impossible to get a spot up here because of the way they have the shifts overlapping. So people were actually gatekeeping spaces. I caught them doing this I don't know how many times. I'd come in, there'd be a car sitting here with its engine running, and it's somebody I know is not on my shift. And then the same car would come in every morning just after, then they'd move. And I'm like, seriously? I would really have to seriously like somebody to stay at work longer. But I'm like, maybe they were taking a contemplated moment. I don't know. But Dot and Bubble worries me. I'm not kidding. That this looks like it's going to be a stink bomb. But no, it has literally gotten to the point I did consider for a while, but I don't want to put her through that. Just having her drop me off at work. But we got 2 cars for a reason, because she's got things she needs to get done, and I don't want to have to drag her out onto the road every morning because people are morons. But yeah, now there's 2 empty spaces here. This guy's space would have been empty how many minutes before if I had just left when he left the building. But like I said, I don't know. Maybe they were taking a meditative moment to contemplate the universe. I don't know. Oh yeah, but okay. But Dot and Bubble, from what I'm seeing of the clips, I'm really worried about this one. And I'm not the only one. This episode looks like, I don't know. I don't want to prejudge it, but at the same time, look at what I've been offered. Yeah, I remember, the look they were giving on Lady G when she pulled up here to pick me up one time, because my car was, I had to pick it up that afternoon, so he dropped it off to let them do, I think it was, they were going to do the oil change and all that the following morning, so we just dropped it off the lot that night, and she took me to work. And this one, she was driving a Nissan Juke. And somebody mentioned that, and I said, yeah, it's a Nissan Juke, all right, but guess where it was built? In a small plant just outside of, I believe it was, I can't remember, I think it was at Memphis or Nashville. I think it was near Nashville, Tennessee. It was also built by union workers. So, yeah, I agree with Phoenix there. This looks like it's going to be a social media bad type episode, and there were people critiquing Chibnall for doing the exact same thing, but I'm like, I can't critique RTD for doing the exact same thing, because Dr. Ubin has been taking situations, whether they be political, social, or otherwise, and incorporating them into the show for going on well over 6 decades now. So well, yeah, there's a lot of people that feel that, yeah, the tech company is going to reflect the, yeah, it does appear to be an anagram. Now, I've really been trying to, I'm sitting back and waiting, because we've had folks say something's an anagram of this before, and it turned out to be nothing. So, because I remember when, I think it was Astrid Perth, Astrid's an anagram of TARDIS, blah, 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 and all that, with Kylie Minogue, and it turned out it didn't have a damn thing to do with the TARDIS. So, but we'll wait and see. Well, it must be nice just to cruise through a crosswalk without even looking. What a dingus. But okay, so that's been my Friday so far. All I can do is go inside, tune my mind out, and the day will hopefully get better as we go into the weekend. All right, for you folks who don't remember this, please remember Omega Files will be going live tonight. We'll be talking about 73 yards, and like I said, I'm going to have to watch that one again today because I either completely missed out on the plot, because I know I'm not the only one, because there's been a number of people going, it was great except for, well, this, and this. And I'm like, you're not wrong. It could be. I'm saying, I'm not totally discounting it, but why would you cast an actor just because her name is Susan Twist? That to me is demeaning to the actor. Unless that's the stage name they've just had her. Like I said, I have to look it up. I never really gave it any serious thought because, we've been led down the rabbit, we've been led through the rose garden before. So, well, I just looked at the time. I gave you a few extra minutes because I started late, but I have got to get inside. So please, be kind, be calm, be safe. Enjoy your weekends. Omega Files tonight around 8-ish Eastern Standard Time. And we'll have a talk about 73 yards. And then, of course, I'll be watching Dot and Bubble probably tomorrow. And I feel a stink nugget coming. But I'm going to give it the benefit of the doubt and give it a watch. So, everybody have a great morning.